Good morning, welcome back to the channel. Today we're just gonna start off. I wanted to start off showing you everything in the yard that needs to be done before I actually do it. There's actually quite a lot of things we need to do. I think it's been a few weeks since I've last filmed. But we've made a lot of progress, so I'm really excited. But then with that progress, we also have a lot of cleanup that we need to do and like some admin, some like garden admin essentially. So we're going to start at the back garden today. Here we've got our brassicas. These are the cabbages and also some cauliflowers. And they've been growing really well. They've like increased. The last time I separated these because they were more like congregated here, so I separated them out and they seem to like be taking well to their new spot. The only issue is I think during this past week I saw that one of those, like, there's these gray lories in our neighborhood. They're those birds with the long tails. They got into this area and they started like chewing on the plants. And so because the cover was actually closed, when I suspect that when the birds actually tried to come out, like they dislodged the things. But regardless, we've got it under control now. But as you can see, there are some curling leaves. So I think after doing all the chores that I need to do this weekend, I do need to come back with some peppermint oil and just get everything in order so that the aphids go away. And then the biggest thing that I need to do in this area is just to de-weed, because there's a lot of weeds going on here. And then hopefully in that process, maybe I might have some space to transplant, because I have some transplants that I still need to get out from the other side of the garden, but I'll show you guys what that looks like. So this is the outside of the back veggie patch. We're not really doing much. We've got some climber peas growing. We've got some sage which I need to like prune down so that it actually grows more bushy, because it's quite leggy at the moment. Here we've got some spinach which you can see the birds have got into. I really do not enjoy those birds. Like, that's like, forget aphids, forget spider mites. Like, the birds are my biggest pest problem in the garden. But one really nice development is that we planted a tree over the past weekend. So this is a nectarine tree that I planted. It was from a white nectarine that I got from Woolworths. So I planted the seed, it grew, and it used to be in a big pot, but then we put it in the ground. You can see it's starting to flower already, and like, this is a really nice sunny spot, so I think it's going to be happy here. It's a bit lopsided, but I don't mind. I think, you know, such is nature. The beauty comes in like the imperfections. But the nice thing is, oh, actually, let me show you this. The nice thing about this is that now we have a big pot that we can free up, because there are some other trees that need to be up potted. And then over here we've got, what are these, African daisies? I'm not sure, but I planted these last year this time, I think, and they just reseeded by themselves. I don't know if you can see it properly. They just reseeded by themselves, so like, that's really cool. I have a lot of de-weeding to do. This area is gonna change. We're probably gonna get like a big garden, raised garden bed to put over here, because the soil is just so difficult. And I'm just thinking, let me just have a top layer to amend it, because I want to be able to grow corn and watermelons over here. But yeah, I'm just thinking, since they are happier, and these have gotten absolutely no attention at all, no watering, nothing, and they came up by themselves. So I think I'm just gonna, you know, get some more different colors of these plants so that they can just thrive here. So this section over here, this is what would have been, or what should be, our, I don't know, I guess cut flower garden, but also just normal flower garden. I wasn't really planning on growing anything edible in this area. I transplanted some gazinias in. Not all of them have taken. Some of them are not happy, but some of them have maintained their greenness. So I'm quite hopeful that they're gonna be okay. Also at the back here, so we've got some snapdragons. These are from last season, and they just maintain. There's also some more over there. I just cut off all the dead branches. I'm letting it grow, and just to see, look, there's another one there, just to see if it does something. But some, what are these, California poppies seeded themselves, and they seem to be happy, so I'm just gonna like leave them, allow them to do their thing. And here we've got, what is this called? I can't remember what this is called. I don't know, but it's starting, the flowers are starting to open. Really pretty. I think I wanna probably clean up the base of this eventually, but it's definitely not my priority. And then here we've got our dragon fruit. This also needs to be properly secured again because it has grown quite a bit. And then we've got like my old aloes. So these are, I've got aloes all around the yard, but they stemmed from these. So like there's quite some old ones like these. Oh my word, because fun fact, aloe was the first plant that I grew when I was still living in an apartment, and so that's, I guess, how I started developing my love for growing. And one of these plants is like that, so like everything here stemmed from one plant, and I've just been separating and separating and separating over the years, over many years. It's actually quite impressive. Yeah, so now we're at the front of the garden. Here we've got like our patch of brassicas. There's another one there. I've had to put hoops in this area now because those grey lorries are like coming in here. This has been opened. You can see like that one was like eaten a bit. So that sucks. So yeah, I had to just cover all of this up. There's some, I don't know if there's, I think that's garlic. There's probably some corms that sprouted that I didn't actually get out. So yeah, I just had to like cover up this whole area because it's so sad. I mean, look, they're so disruptive and they're so destructive. Yeah, it's really sad. There at the back I've got some scarlet kale, which is recovering. I topped it, and now the side shoots are coming out, which is really cool, so I'm happy about that. And this area too, I think I'm gonna need to start, I need to put peppermint oil and some soapy water, just because I don't know, but it feels like it's getting hotter. We're already halfway through July, so it's not really a surprise. But yeah, I can feel the temperature change, and like with the temperature changing, that means more bugs. Also, we've got like some onions germinating randomly across the yard, so that's really exciting. These are white onions, and I just put them down anywhere and everywhere because onions, the great thing about onions is that they're really good to transplant. So I just start them wherever there's space to start them, and then when they're ready, I'm gonna find a home for them. And then this section over here, these are the green feast peas. I'm thinking I'm just gonna harvest them, shell them, put them in the freezer, and then just quiche this whole patch There are some areas where there's still flowers, so I'll be mindful of that, but there are other plants which are just, you know, starting to die off. Because also I want to extend these hoops all across here eventually, so the peas would get in the way of that. And then here we've got, like, this is where I seeded some cauliflowers. So there's green cauliflower, purple cauliflower, the white cauliflower, and like, I mean, look at that. They're so rude, these birds. So the goal here is to take these, repot them, or transplant them somewhere else. Also transplant these because obviously, you know, we can't have everything growing here. And I have some ideas on where I want to put these. Obviously, like when I remove the peas, I will be able to keep some here because I do have some not broccolis. I do have some cauliflowers planted here already. So yeah, that's also, like, you know, part of the mission. Here's some more onions. These ones are a little bit faster. It's so funny because I seeded these all on the same day, but, like, you know, their progression is different. Here's a beautiful kale I harvested from this a few days ago, and this has been here for a while. So I think this is also a recovery kale. So yeah, I'm really proud of it. The garlic is doing really well. Let me see if I can get out of the shadow. The garlic is doing really well. There's a mixture of elephant garlic, those 2 rows at the back, and then normal garlic. Like, I got it from Woolworths, and it's got like a purple tinge to it, so I don't know the name. Here we've got some climbing peas, the what do they call them? The ones where you can eat the pods as well. Some echinacea, and then I've been seeding some nasturtiums around the yard. So those will be coming up soon. And then I was telling you guys about how we freed up this pot. So this pot is huge, and we freed this up, so that means we can uppot one of these trees. And I'm just thinking I want to uppot this mango because it's starting to flower. And this mango it has 3 varieties grafted onto it. So, and we ate from the Heidi branch this past summer, and it was delicious. So we want to just, you know, give this everything that it needs to succeed. And so now that's, like, exciting that we have that. A nice also little fun development over here. Let me see if you can see inside. So we've got, this is germinating. Oh, I'm not germinating, I'm propagating loquat branches, because it's so funny. My partner was telling me, because, like, we shop, obviously we go to the shops and stuff, and at one of the shops that we shop at, in the parking lot, they have a loquat tree, and, like, you can see it's a proper loquat tree. It was fruiting, like the birds were eating out of it and everything. And so I was like, listen, especially because we've had success with we have like 2 huge plum trees that we literally started off as branches. I was like, okay, like, why don't we just go get some branches from there and, like, propagate this thing. So yeah, so that's how we did. So now we have some local branches that we're propagating. Hopefully they will survive. That's why I put them in that bottle, just because I know, you know, the current weather is not good, but this at least gives it still some humidity, some temperature control, but the lid stays open so that there is still some ventilation. And then we'll see, because I've been saying I want a loquat tree, and this sort of, like, will help in my endeavors. So moving on, we've got our avos. Oh wow, this is so beautiful. Like, you can actually see now that the avo is starting to flower. So that's really exciting. I'm the only avo lover in the house. So it's funny, like when it comes to garden maintenance, I'm the only one who really cares about them. Hopefully my daughter who's on the way will join me in my love for avocados. But yeah, I'm like excited to see progress because we've had such trouble growing avos, and we've tried like every year. I've had an avo tree, and it's just it doesn't work. Like I don't know why, but it seems like we're getting somewhere. This pepino melon plant tree bush, I'm not sure, has been having some struggles. These branches, I think they just, the frost got to them and it just, yeah. This area here is still fine, so we'll see. But I'm not gonna really like be premature and like cut anything off yet. We'll see if it recovers. We've got our custard apple, strawberry custard apple, soursop. We've got our peppers that are overwintering, and this is an asparagus. And also, I don't know if I showed you guys this before, but I put corms in this like bed, and it took a while, but some of them have like started to come up, so that's really cool. It's only 3, but I'll let them grow, and they're probably only going to grow into like 1 clove of elephant garlic, and then I have to regrow that clove again to get like a proper head, like the one that we know and love. Over here we've got the climbing peas, the sugar snap peas, that's the name. I'm sad, I won't even lie. This area was supposed to be my parsnip bush or my parsnip patch, and I've had absolutely no success. I swear to you, I've been waiting like 6 weeks. I even reseeded, nothing has happened. What is this? Every time I get like excited, it's just grass. Like I'm so sad, because like last year we had parsnips and they were delicious. I love them. If I could grow them every year, I would. But yeah, so this is one of the places where I'm gonna be taking the cauliflowers that I told you about, which the birds are eating. I'm gonna move some here, especially those normal cauliflowers which were like really badly eaten, because this area is usually covered by these nets. So like on the weekends I like to just open it up, let them have some like full sun. So yeah, I'm gonna plant the cauliflowers here, at least some of them. We're gonna like let go of the parsnip and plant the cauliflowers. Over here, this bed is it's working, it's doing well. Just one thing, we've got tomatoes here. These are going to be gone. The frost got to them, so I'm just gonna like let them go. At least they've started ripening, so I'm just gonna take them off and then let them ripen in the house. Yeah, we're doing pretty well. The peas are flowering. I think we've got some pods growing already. Yeah, we do. Look at the lettuce. Oh my word, this is my first time growing like a balling lettuce, and it looks like it's doing something. I'm so excited. I mean, that one looks really unhappy, so I'm probably going to take it out. That's a cos lettuce that I transplanted from that front garden patch where the cauliflowers were. This one that came naturally, like it's seeded by itself, because I had some cos lettuce that I let flower, and then probably some seeds dropped. So yeah, that one is growing really well. Gonna remove that one. There we go. Gonna remove that one. And then also another thing is I'm gonna be just taking out radishes, because I've got radishes all over that are ready to come out. So I'm gonna take those out because it's gonna make a lot of space for me. I'm gonna probably pickle them. Definitely I'm gonna pickle them. I don't really eat them fresh. Here we've got I put some seeds down, so There's like either coriander or parsley or sage seeds in this whole area here. So that's why it's like I'm not really putting anything here. I'm waiting for things to germinate, but something's coming through. I'm not sure if it's parsley or what it is, but it's something, so that's good. And I was just looking at this rocket and how quickly it recovered. It's fascinating. Like, this truly is like the best rocket experience I've had in a while. I think I'm actually going to find some chive seeds and I want to plant them here, or even just get some chive starts, because I was trying to let these recover, but it just looks like, oh, hold on. Oh, hold on. Can you guys see that? Can you see the green? Hold on. Let me just rub my... I don't know if that's grass or if that's... Okay, we'll see. But either way, I need to get some chive seeds so that I can just have like a nice chive bush over here. On this side of the bed, I really like, just because like these leaves allow for like a dynamic growing area. We've got lots of radishes that I can harvest and pickle. Look at this. Isn't this gorgeous? The mustard. I haven't eaten breakfast yet, so I'm thinking I'm gonna harvest some of these mustard leaves because I love making like an egg mayo and mustard leaf sandwich with some onions. This is one of my most exciting pieces of the garden. I love fennel so much. Like the bulb, eating the bulb, I love this so much. So yeah, I just like, I want to nurture its growth for sure. Here's another one in there, and then we've got some babies. Oops. Let's move these arms out the way. We've got some babies over here which are very ready for transplanting, so we're going to do that after I harvest the radish. I'm so excited for the fennel. Oh my word, this is my first time being as successful as I am right now with the fennel. I've tried before, but I think it's like my patience got the best of me. I transplanted some others, so there's some baby fennels over here, which are establishing well, so that's great. Also got some more over here, so I'm gonna be eating a lot of fennel. I'm so excited. The chard that I transplanted a few weeks ago is like up and running, which is great. Let's just go back to this bed while we're here. I think I'm gonna split this out. Look at it, tatsoi, my favorite Asian green. I think I'm gonna split these out, give them room, maybe like put some over here. And my Napa cabbage / Chinese cabbage is doing so well. I've never had it do this well. I think it's because I'm not growing it out in the open. It's always netted. So like, this is the first thing that the pests want. Every time, without fail, spider mites take them over, and then it ends up being a thing of, the only reason why I have spider mites in the garden is because of my cabbage, and then I just decide, okay, I'm going to sacrifice it. But now that I'm growing it covered, I can actually grow it to its full potential. Oh, there's a little lizard crawling up the stick. Another tatsoi, beautiful, big. These what are these, bok choys are starting to flower, so I'm probably going to harvest those leaves. And we've got some peas all around here. Actually, we've got some garden feast peas, and that's why also on the other side where I was saying I wanted to take those out, I don't really feel bad about taking them out because we still have so much succession coming in. So we're probably just gonna weave those in through the strings. Even here, weave these in through the strings properly. And then I transplanted, so here, what did I do here? So there's a lot of tatsoi plants here. When I first transplanted them in, they were so small I didn't know what they were, but like they're turning out to be tatsoi, which I'm so happy. Like you'll never find me complaining. So yeah, I just put them in here from like a seed bed that I started. And yeah, so when they get big enough, then and when I have the space, I'll move them around. Some more radishes, and that's going to free up so much space for me. I'm so excited. Here, oh, it's so sad. These are tomatillos. Look at this radish. Wow, that is beautiful. That's like good enough for the seed packet. These are tomatillos, which I was hoping would last, but they're not. It's okay, I'll start them again in spring. But yeah, so like this bed is just clearing out the radishes to make room for spacing out the plants. But everything here seems really happy. This bed is a bed with a lot of manure, so I'm not surprised that they're happy. Look at the tatsois. Oh my gosh, these are only 2, and so this is why I want to spread them out, because this is how big then they get. Then you give them the space to do so. Funnily enough, so I know I filmed this the last time because I was transplanting out some spinach, because there's some spinach here and there's some chard over there. But these peas, I don't know where these peas came from, because I swear to you, the last time I was filming this patch, I did not see these. So it's so funny that like these are here, so I'm gonna have to like find a way to trellis this up. But also I need to find a home for these chards, because look at that. I'm so excited. I love winter gardening. I love it so much. Even though it's not like colorful, I mean, you know, the leaves are colorful, the purple leaves. It's just, it's so abundant. It's beautiful. These, what are these? I think this is from like a mixed leaf pack that I had, maybe from like a raw seeds or something. Even this one, so you can see that's similar in nature. So yeah, I mean, we're still figuring out what they are. Not sure. Could be kale. I mean, it could be kale. I'm not sure. But yeah. And then all these little grass-like looking things that you see in this bed. These are all leeks. And they're taking really well. I transplanted them probably over a month ago. And they seem to be settling really nicely. This is not a fennel. This is a carrot. It's a colored carrot. I planted, I think, some purple carrots with a white core in here. Sprinkled them around, so we'll see where they come up. But yeah, a very happy bed nonetheless. And here we've got an older planting of the sugar snap peas. So I've just been clearing it out, harvesting what I can, and then I'm gonna just clear out this whole space, like clear these out, and then maybe even make another planting here, so that when springtime comes we've got a new flush of growth. Yeah, I'm happy. Even like in here you can see there's like baby ones that are planted, but they don't have access to a lot of sun, so we'll see. Maybe I need to just, you know, give them a chance. Oh wait, that's so watery. These things have so much water in them. The napa cabbage. Isn't that gorgeous? Doesn't it look so cozy in there? I wish it was like small enough to just go in there and like take a nap. It looks so cozy. So yeah, this is that part of the garden. And then another place where I'm thinking of, I mean, look at this, guys. If you have children, like, watch out, because they make everything into an obstacle course. This is another place where I wanted to put in those red cauliflowers. the purple cauliflowers that I showed you guys earlier. So I'm thinking of putting in another like link in these hoops and extending it further down, because the net is actually wide enough to fill it in. And then there's radishes here, of course, harvest them, add them to the ones that I'm going to be pickling. Maybe transplant these, what are these, beetroots somewhere else. Maybe not. I don't really see the need to at the moment. But yeah, then just make another row of red cauliflower over here that I can put under the net, because we know by now these birds are not having it. These birds are not cooperative. If anything is out in the open, they will find it and they will eat it. And then over here, these are the onions that I transplanted maybe 3 weeks ago or so. They're doing okay. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. Either way, I have a new crop of onions coming in. If these fail, some of them are failing. You can see there's some patches where the onions have died. I've already got new onions coming to replace them if need be. And then this is like my primary patch of elephant garlic. My primary patch of elephant garlic. They are so happy here. Yeah, as you can see, also there's a lot of weeding that needs to be done. I didn't show you guys, I'm actually seeding or germinating some alyssum. So I want to just de-weed everything here and then plant alyssum, because alyssum spreads and like the pollinators help it spread really well. So if all of this, instead of it being some unknown weed, was instead alyssum, I would be ecstatic. So that's the goal, truly. And then here we've got our elderberry, which is waking up, putting in some shoots. Very excited. I really hope we get some elderberries. We always get flowers, but the flowers never turn into berries, and I'm thinking maybe I need to net them or something. And I just want to show you guys some of my trees. This is our mandarin. It's starting to flower again. We still have some fruits in there, but they're so small. I think I'm just gonna like take them out. There's like baby dragonflies everywhere, so like spring is coming, guys. Look at this. Oh my gosh, these are grapefruit flowers. Oh, there's a little grapefruit. So many flowers, so many, and the smell is delicious. Delicious. I'm so happy. Look at that. And then here we've got a pomegranate, which is kind of waking up. The other one over there has not woken up yet. That's the wonderful one. I can't remember what this one is called. Look at this. Does anyone know what that is? I'm gonna have to scrape that off. And then we've got our kumquat tree. She always just does so well. And they are excellent this year. The skin is super sweet. So it's such a pleasure to eat them. This is my bed of alyssum. I don't know if you can see the little greens, but they're coming up. So once these are up and running, I'm going to transplant them all around the yard. We've got some oranges that we're just letting ripen. I mean, they all look pretty orange. There's nothing really green left. We've got our key lime. Still trying to figure out how to eat these, how to use them. But they flower very regularly and they fruit very regularly, so that's cool. Strawberry guavas. Lots of flowers that have opened, lots of flowers that are still opening. So those are cool. Look at the blueberries. Beautiful. Beautiful. And look, there's still so many more coming. Our lime tree, still pushing out some limes. Here we've got a little blood orange and some flowers coming through. Are there any other flowers? Can't really see any. This is our sweet limes. These we're just waiting for them to... Ooh. We're just waiting for them to ripen. See, look. See those birds? Those are the menaces. Can you see them? Oh, nonsense. And now they're like here in the garden because they can see everything's open. But look, so we're waiting for these sweet limes to like fully turn yellow. It's a lime variety that's sweet, hence the name. It looks like some are actually fully yellow, so maybe we can taste some. Here we've got a pomelo. And then yeah, everything else just looks like it's gonna be waking up. But we are just waiting for that to happen.